if you guys want to take a look. Yeah.
Happy
Oh,
4th anniversary to Willowwood, everybody.
I know. I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's really cute. We have a D&D session today.
Let's just throw all of our Willowwood characters into
Arcane. Wasted.
God, he beat Indy would be fucking insane in a very different way.
Right.
Doc to
Damn.
freaking IO.
Doc just learns how to talk to people.
Oh.
There's things inside of me. There are things inside of me that are moving.
Changing.
Change.
Oh my. Oh.
We're all tubes.
Well, shoot. I got like baby hairs going crazy. Okay. I shaved and I was like, why do you look like a baby right now? And I was like, oh my god. That's why. Damn.
Kaz.
It is so nice to shave your face and you retwinkify and you're like, nice.
Nice. Yeah. Well, because I was kind of enjoying, I had it kind of longer, but like I just wish it wasn't like so patchy. Like there's like areas where it's like really dense, and then there's like a spot like right here in the middle of my chin where there's like nothing, and I'm like, okay. Do you want to stay here? Because if you want to stay here, you have to like grow in evenly. If not, I'm gonna shave it.
It won't. It never will. You're always gonna have one spot that's like never gonna grow in correctly, and bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like this is actually
Well,
full man experience. So congratulations.
Man, I got like both of the unevenness because like my boobs were also uneven, and now this is also. Well, I got it doubly, so like transgender people go through so much, you know. As someone who must be symmetrical, like you guys don't understand, like it's twice now. Anything else, any other puberty I can go through to make something uneven, let me know.
Just one of nature's cruel little
The
tricks.
symmetry of your body is pretty approximated, though, if I remember right.
Huh?
Like your feet are like different sizes from each other. Like even if it's just a couple like millimeters, like same with like hands and your arms and.
No, push your hearts on one side of your body.
Okay, let's start D&D. I can't think about that right now. Yeah.
Kind of based, actually.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that I can see them in the light now.
There's more on the way. Just you wait.
Is that a fresh?
I think so. Doing some house things.
All right. Let's go ahead and get started since you guys, Sam is tired, and I know that you wanted to get done on time today, Tucker. I will ask before like this session, like I'm just gonna give a general announcement. There's going to be a lot of info dumping this session, so you guys need to pay attention. I like have stuff down in my notes, but like those are just for me. So if we start going into stuff that I don't have, you guys are the only people who will have that down. So just saying. Okay. I also may leave in the middle of it because I'm making spaghetti. And I'm hungry. So last time on Arcane, good God. You guys went. We went to different places. My God. Morgan and Hebe went to one of the data centers here in the mountains, near you guys' bunker. Got into some crazy shit. Impersonated a leak squad truck. Hebe is Ghost right now. Ghost killed a man, which is not great, but it is what it is. It was within Ghost character, so tis what tis. You guys failed your deception checks, persuasion checks. So Morgan rammed that shit into the to the fence and broke you guys in. He successfully got in, talked with Stella, one of the AIs in the remote computing resources department. You found out some information about Zephyr Darkhold, I think. The Ether cult, Inannis, the commander, and I believe one other thing I can't remember. You were seeing what they knew about you, Hebe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had Stella copy over information, anything on Oscar, Rune, and the Cowboys. So got some information there. And then Mel and Io went to the drag ship race. Io got a reality check from a hot new bombshell has entered the villa. You guys met Ares, who is a lieutenant of the Cowboys, a changeling too, and seems to know Core particularly well. While it was happening, Mel Knuckles is awake. Wait, hold on. Good morning. ASMR for you. You're so sweet. Good morning. He's like, man, fuck you. Yeah, so you guys did that, and then Mel Mel discovered Bo was there, fixed up their drag ship because he's trying to get information to join the Cowboys to talk to Core. And Mel decided to join, so you guys killed it at the race, won. So he got information from Varys, a vampire who used to be one of your old rivals, and apparently, I guess, is working for the Cowboys now because she had the information about how to recruit for them. And then Solara, you had dinner with Orion. Got a message from Azra that was weird. Not really sure what to make of it. And yeah, I think that's it from last time. So yeah, we will start. I think we're gonna start back with Hebe and Morgan. Hebe,
get out of here.
yes, you guys need to get the fuck out. Hebe, you I think had Stella download a map for you on how to get out.
Yes.
So because you did that, I'm gonna let you roll this next stealth check to get out with advantage. I will also ask, do you feel like Hebe at this point is trying to take control back from Ghost, or is she content with the ride?
Have we decided that Hebe is now aware when Ghost has taken over and can see what Ghost is seeing?
Do you think Ghost would want to do that now that they know Hebe is not the one who bound them to the mortal plane?
Yeah, I feel like Ghost would be okay with Hebe knowing what they know, basically, because it's not like Hebe's they both want to figure out what the fuck is going on and not.
Okay, so they have kind of an uneasy alliance right now to try to figure out.
Hebe's sitting up in the little brain cockpit, watching through the eyes.
Does she make comments to Ghost about things?
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but she should. She definitely will. She definitely will be moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, saw her own hands kill a man. That's.
I think now that we've got the information, we want and we're trying to get out. Yeah, Hebe's kind of going like, okay, so I don't think she's trying to take over, but she's just kind of like sitting there like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, we really need to go now. Like, this isn't. We really should stop causing problems and leave. Yeah. Yourself for several real.
I know. I will say I'm happy to Jaya to like play Ghost for you. I just never really want to play Hebe because that's really your character.
Yeah, I feel like when Hebe is the one in control and Ghost is like the little inner voice, then definitely you can play Ghost because I think that makes more sense.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna check on my spaghetti. Decide. Go ahead and roll. That's those stealth checks with advantage, and then Morgan, I'm gonna have you also roll a stealth check to see if you can get out undetected.
Yeah.
I wonder if I do like a death save to see if I don't kill myself while I roll this card.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense to me.
Save? Wait, hold on. You want to make a save so you don't kill yourself? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I thought you rolled out of the car.
Gosh, you out for sure.
Okay, because I know I rolled the car. That was.
Yeah, you pulled some like sick ass like tuck and dive type move though and got out of the way.
Yeah.
Which is
So
crazy.
you are out. You are out right now, and I think when you made that check, you were also trying to figure out if you could like hide. Like, bro, I'm gonna go look. You guys can figure it out. I'm gonna go make my spaghetti.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
We are picking up right where we left off.
Cool.
Not the fish dice. Different dice.
It's
Look and see what spells I have.
And what were you rolling for?
stealth.
Well, that makes sense. You did just blow up a car.
Yeah. They're looking at me. I think I'm good.
Yeah, time to consult my spell list and see if there's anything that can help us. Okay, cleric spell list.
I think what Morgan would do then is that like they would run in the opposite direction of Hebe. So like Hebe can get out. They're not gonna. They're still in the mindset of like make a scene. Let me draw attention. So they're booking it in the woods, but from the opposite direction from when they came.
Damn, okay. Respect. Damn, I'm like, I don't think I have like message or anything where I could. That's true. I do think when
Mm. Yeah.
I do think that when I jumped out of the car, I told Morgan to just like not worry about me and get the fuck out of there by whatever means necessary. So
I'm scared.
I think Hebe's gonna assume that.
It was really good. Don't even worry about it.
I'm so fucking scared. I was talking to Josh and Karina because they're going to like a barbecue, and they were in the middle of leaving, and like hearing what you guys were discussing while they were talking, I was like, Excuse me, I have to go back now. Goodbye. Okay,
Alright.
so recap for me. What did you guys roll?
I rolled a 22.
Fuck yeah.
Gorgeous.
I really don't want to ask. What did Morgan roll?
It isn't that one.
They came up with a good
It's
reason
like-
for it. I don't know if you heard it.
I didn't. What's the reason? Let me hear the reason.
They're still like in the mindset that they are causing a scene to draw attention away from Hebe and what's going on in the data center. So, yeah, they're just gonna beat feet in a very ostentatious way, I think, in the opposite direction from where Hebe is and where they came from.
From whence they came.
Okay, we'll come back to you. I have something for you. Hebe. You rolled a 22?
Yeah.
And you're gonna say Hebe? Or you're gonna say Ghost, sorry.
I think Hebe now knows on some level that like Ghost is the more skilled at this kind of sneaking around, so they're gonna let Ghost like stay in control for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, you with a 22, you disappear within all of the chaos that's going on. Everybody's running around still. You do see that like there are more soldiers now who are like they're walking the hallways. They're running down, making sure everything is secure. Most of the employees are gone at this point. But if you're stopped by one of them, you easily make it by them. So you are good. You get out undetected. I won't have you make another roll. Where do you want to like meet back up at the like pickup point? Do you want to go see what Morgan's doing? What do you think Ghost is doing?
Ooh. I feel like Ghost is a little bit more ruthless and also hopes that Morgan can take care of themselves. So they're gonna try to get back to the pickup point and
Okay.
stick to the
Cool.
plan, basically.
Yeah, effortlessly you are able to like dodge people, get the fuck out of the way. Ghost, it seems, is very in their element right now.
I
Morgan.
think Hebe's definitely up in their head, being like, "Shouldn't we? What about Morgan? Shouldn't we? Where are we going?"
Do you think
Ghost
like
ignoring her?
yeah, I was like Ghost is just like silent, like
Like,
okay.
no.
Sorry, I keep hearing creaks. Oh my god, Karina.
Sorry, I forgot something came real quick.
Oh no, you're good. I thought someone else was in the apartment and I was like, who are you?
Look at some good ass headphones.
I know, they're really noise canceling, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I was in the middle of, trying to handle whatever the hell this is. So, okay, Morgan, on the nat fucking one, bro. What do I want to do with you? What do I want to do? Bye, have a good time. Yeah, I also thought I was about to, like, fight a burglar. I wasn't prepared for this, but I never am. On a nat 1, you... and you get away, right? You feel that, like, pull again, that you're starting to, like... The surroundings around you are starting to change again.
No.
This time though, it feels more like intentional. Give me like an insight check, and I'm gonna need a perception check.
Okay.
You're gonna roll really well.
Tucker Taff, can you roll the dice for me, please? I don't want to.
You're the player. Roll it.
Die like men.
You got it. Don't touch that one. Just
You die by the dice or you win by the dice. But they are your dice.
Well, first
If you
one,
die in the game, you die in real life.
Mhm.
first one's insight. Insight is a 13.
Okay.
Now it's time. Nice.
Perception is also a 13.
Okay. They're not nat ones, guys.
It's the best we can. It's the best we can hope for. On a 13 insight, this feels intentional. This feels like as your like surroundings change again. You're in the middle of this like big like fight. There's like laser bolts like all around you. You just crashed a motherfucking car. And it like blew up. And in the like chaos of all of this, you like kind of come behind like a column or something like that from the data center, in front of the data center, and you turn around and like it's like an almost instantaneous, like you turn around expecting to see like the data center, and it's not. It's something different. This feels intentional this time. On a 13 perception check, you are in a you can't tell if it's a building or if it's like a ship or like something, but you're definitely inside now. You are still like, it is somewhere near like the Terminator of Puck, maybe farther into the night side. But there's like, you come up to a giant like window, basically. Like it's almost like a floor to ceiling like window. Like your surroundings are very like gray metal, like you are in like, yeah, like I said, like either like a ship or like a bunker or like something like that. But it is above ground. And you're looking out and it's kind of like you can see almost like the sunset of like where the like sun is starting to like, or the stars kind of dropping over the horizon. So very beautiful, very quiet. And you hear a very familiar voice behind you that goes, that's how that works, I guess. And you turn around and it's the commander. It's the guy that you've been having like this like weird connection thing with.
Correct.
What was the commander's name? Like,
You
Zephyr?
guys don't haven't. No, so Zephyr is the he is the arch cleric of Aether's Church. He is also allegedly, yeah, like the leader of this like cult, basically. The commander does not have a name. They've only ever heard him be called commander. You guys knew him as Finian, but that was obviously an alias. So you don't know what his actual, yeah. If you want, you can make another insight check for what Morgan does, but yeah.
Okay, that's a 17.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a 17.
finally some good fucking food. On a 17, he looks nothing like the last time that you saw him. The last time you saw him, he was very like, obviously he was still keeping it together, but he looked a lot more worried. He looked a lot more unsure. This time he doesn't. He looks like he has like a very like quiet, like assuredness, like he knows what's going on right now. And he like still has the like that black visor around his eyes, so you can't really see his eyes, obviously, but like his face just looks like it's like set in a just like a like straight line, basically. He doesn't ever really smile. He will frown more than often, but like he doesn't like, he has a very serious look on his face. I will say on a 17 insight, I'll let you like kind of gather some surroundings too. It looks like you are in like that room the first time that you like this happened to you. Like everything is starting to come together a little bit more. And you see off in like the left corner a very like basic, like almost like military like mattress, like bed sort of style. So
Like this is his quarters.
you can probably guess this is like his living quarters.
I think they've kind of switched roles a little bit. I think Morgan is
Okay.
I think they're like all scratched up from a car crash and kind of breathing heavy from reaching away. So
Yeah.
um yeah, they are very happy right now, and I think they just kind of stare really hard at Finian and are just like, why am I here?
Sorry, my spaghetti. It's burning. Oh, my beautiful spaghetti. Please. Sorry, this is a very extremely serious scene. I understand and recognize that. I'm just really hungry. You go, why am I here? He kind of looks you over. I'm gonna make a check for him too here in a second when I get my dice in front of me. I thought you guys could hear me whenever I left, but I guess the microphone is in the computer, so that's why you're coming with me now. Okay. I have to drink so much chai today, so I'm kind of like going crazy right now, but it's fine. The bees are here.
What happens when you drink chai?
Right. He like rolled pretty high. So he kind of like looks you over. Like looks you in the face and goes, "Bad day, huh?"
Doesn't walk in the meadow. I don't know what you care about that. Why am I here?
Do you know what that is on your neck?
Do you?
Do you want to know what it is?
What are you proposing here?
You see, he kind of like he looks at you for a second, and then he starts like he kind of puts his hands behind his back, and he starts like not pacing, but just like walking around a little bit. And he goes, "Unfortunately, I can't kill you because of that." Even though, and then like he starts walking towards you, and like he gets like not like super close, but like definitely closer than like he has been, and like kind of like again like looks at you and goes, "Even though I'd really like to." I did not hear anything of what you just said.
Oh. Does it stop me from killing you, is what they said.
Oh. Does it stop them? I don't think you could if you tried. But it's not necessarily that. It's not necessarily what's on your neck that's gonna stop you. It's something else. And yeah, he like looks at you again, like a little bit closer. And you can't really like tell what's going on, obviously because of like the visor or whatever. But then his shoulders like kind of stiffen a little bit, and he goes, "I see you've met her." Whatever. Yeah, you're saying. I can't hear you.
What does she have to do with us? We're speaking in riddles here, and I'm frankly not in the mood for it.
Make another insight check.
That cocked or
Kind of cocked.
fuck. Fine.
Should we
Okay,
honor the
good.
cock?
Oh, we honor the cock here, baby.
You shouldn't know.
I think we honor.
Roll better.
It's a 13.
What was the cock?
16 on the die, so it would have been a 19.
It was pretty cocked though.
On
Either we honor the cock or we disgrace the cock.
like,
You gotta decide.
so like it was all the way on the tablecloth, not on the placemat, but it was wonky because it was the seam. So we'll honor the cock.
We'll honor the cock? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, the roll is 13 then, if we do that.
Yeah.
On a 13 insight, he's not speaking in riddles to confuse you. He's doing it for another reason. Make another perception check.
That's a 14.
Okay, on a 14, I'll give you this. At most of the time, it feels like perhaps like because obviously you can't see, his gaze is like on you, but sometimes it's like looking beyond you, like behind you or around you.
Like somebody's listening.
Are you asking me or are you just saying that out loud?
I think they'll say it out loud. Is somebody listening right now?
Is somebody listening right now? He goes, at least one is. And he goes, I'm trying to think about how much I want to reveal to you about this right now.
I think Morgan asks like
Yeah.
somebody who you don't want to give the answers to.
Who do you not want to give the answers to?
Well, they're like the person who's listening. They're asking if that's someone who you don't want to give the answers to.
Oh, they already know. He's the one that's keeping me from killing you right now.
But not her.
No, she's not mine.
Who's yours?
I think at that point, what's Morgan's AC?
Second. AC's a 17.
On a nat 1, as soon as you say like who's yours or something, like because you said that, right? He tries to like throw like some sort of dagger at you, and like you like I don't on the nat 1. Does Morgan easily dodge it? Like, what do you think happens?
Oh yeah, they
Grab it.
here, yeah.
Oh.
And then they like start twirling it in their fingers and put it in their own belt.
Oh, okay. this is he goes, knowledge is power. I don't really want you to know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually, though.
Why would you pull me here? If you didn't want me to know.
Had to make sure you didn't. Had to know what you knew. And he goes, and also, and you see he leans closer, and he leans so close to you that he's like, it's almost like maybe he's invading your personal space a little bit, but he's not looking at you. He's looking behind you, and he goes, that's where you are. And you shift back. You turn around, and like you're back in the like data center.
He couldn't have put you somewhere safer. Damn.
Do I still have his knife?
Huh?
Do I still have his knife?
You do, yeah. He looked at like behind you. It almost goes, and he like that's. I don't know if you heard, but he goes, "That's where you are."
Yeah.
And then the connection ends. Usually it has been like in the past, like a very like I've had you roll luck checks. It has felt very unintentional. This time it was him who started it. So you do shift back, and you are somewhere that I would give you advantage on another stealth check. Your body has moved.
What would happen if they tried to pull him here?
Oh. Hmm.
You said our problem, comrade.
Give me an arcana. Give me an arcana check.
Oh,
Did it stop?
it's not. Oh no, it's doing the thing now. Sorry. Kaylee's camera is
Looks-
frozen on my end. It's
Your camera looks crazy right now.
Oh, I was like, why am I looking at myself?
oh,
Arcana check.
Fucked it up.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's so much better. Arcana.
It's gonna be an 18.
Charisma of 6 is crazy.
That's really bad.
Hold on.
Negative.
-2. I think it was an 8, but then Kaz was like, if you want me to give you something else, you have to take away some of your stats. And Big Brain me was like, let me just take away from what I already don't have.
Charisma.
And then, yeah.
Honestly,
It's
that's
in-
the way to go, though. It makes the most interesting characters.
Yeah.
You said that was an 18?
Yeah, 18 Arcana.
Hold on, let me pull up his character sheet real quick.
Is Morgan the Kartik of this campaign? I feel like they are.
I feel like, yeah, probably.
Love it.
I had him make. Yeah, I had him make an imposed Arcana check. He rolled an 8 on the die, and he has a +3. So, and I even had him make it with advantage because this is his. He opened the connection, and he got a 3. So, you try to pull. What does Morgan do? Describe to me what they do in this instance to try and pull him with them.
I think they try to remember where they were, and they try to like reach for his hand and just pull it to their side. And I think as they're pulling, he kind of like materializes and kind of get stuck to the mix a little bit.
You touch his hand and you try to pull him in, and like this kind of slows down. So like for you it's a very instantaneous shift of surroundings, but there is like things happening. They just go too quickly, it seems, for your brain to process them, to like know what's doing it. But you pull him in with you, and like everything like starts to slow down a little bit, like this entire transition. And like you guys kind of almost find yourself in this like in between where you're not quite there but you're also not quite here. It feels like there's like sensations like from there, like on the right side of your body, and then sensations from there on the left side of your body. And you start getting like because of this there's no like shield from like the stream of like connection between the two of you, like, and so you start getting like memories, like, and you can tell like that there's ones that are yours and then there's ones that are his. Like you can also tell that there's like other memories that like aren't either one of yours. And like as you try to pull him through, he like does like come with you, but like it's kind of the same thing with you where like you're still in that place. You're just like your like senses or your like consciousness is like experiencing like the other one at this point, if that makes sense. So
I got pulled completely the last time, but this time I wasn't able to completely pull him to me.
you pulled like completely like like he never pulled you physically from like the data center. He pulls like your consciousness, like, and stuff like that. So you did the same. You're not fully pulling him like physically from like his ship, like where it's landed. You are pulling his like awareness though, and his consciousness. And so you get some like vivid like memories, and I'll let you like if you want to like parse through them later, we can. But you pull him with you, and he like kind of like stands like now that you are like fully back to like where the data center is, like that's why like if you pull him with you, like you guys are kind of offset from like where you used to be. So like it's almost like your body is like a target that you're trying to hit, but it saw that you were going a little left of where it was supposed to be, and so it's moved on its own so that it can like be there for when you are smacked like back into like your body. Almost like that, like, and I hate to say this, but like in the Doctor Strange movie where she's like, here, you can like grow your fucking consciousness, and like bats him against the head, and then like 4 or 5 versions of him like come out. Like it's almost like it's a little bit like that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You bring him with you. You see like such a like you guys are now like in the middle of this like fire and like stuff like that that's happening. Like he like whips his head over to you. And you said Morgan's AC is 18?
17.
17.
Does Morgan get their real name out of one of the memories?
I'll have you make a check for that later.
Okay.
You see he moves to like take another like dagger out, or even just to like honestly cast a spell at you. And you almost see like an invisible like chain like yank back a little bit like on him, like before he can even like move to like do that. And you hear a voice that's also like rings in your head too, that goes, "What did I tell you?" And this is the like Morgan can almost see it like in their mind. This is the third little like river that you didn't go down. So you know one is to the dragon, one is to him, and this is another one that branches off sort of from him.
I don't. Okay, so we don't have to go through the memories now, but does Morgan get like a sense of, are they bad memories? Like, does this feel like this kid's been tortured? Like,
They're definitely not good. That's for sure. Not many of them are very happy. I will give you this. The only really like the ones where he's like really felt the happiness and like happiest and like most comfortable. It's almost like it almost looks like you're in one of those places where like the water is so clear that it reflects the sky. And instead of it being the sky, it's like space. It's like a nice like reflection pool, basically. And you have like there's like a beautiful like there's smattering of stars. There's some gas and dust. It's very beautiful here. And you can kind of see in the distance like there's like an event horizon, like a really really big one. And most of the memories that like you kind of get that feeling of like safety and like comfort and like like true happiness are here, and it's him like as a child, and like you can't really like see like a lot of like the person's face, but you can gather like this is his mother, Estrella, like a god. This is the goddess of the event horizon. She's beautiful. She's got like beautiful long like pink curls. She's got like one of those, you know how like Jesus Christ has those like little like halos or whatever. That's what she has, but it's like orange and like kind of like moving a little bit. And you see that like she's playing with him, or they're having like some sort of like visit there. Like he's a child and he's just enjoying time with his mother. Okay, well, it was right there. What am I supposed to do? Like,
sorry.
And like you heard that voice really loud in your head. The like, what did I tell you? And then you hear another one that goes, if they die, so do you. And he like looks at you, looks like he's rethinking some sort of decision. And then like a very like quick burst. He's gonna cast slow. And I'm not even going to make the check for it because I don't want to roll all those checks for NPCs. But he casts slow, and all of a sudden, like all of this gunfire and everything around you slows down, but you remain. It is a spell, so you guys can look up the effects if you want. He's giving you, if you want, you can make some sort of insight perception check, but I'll tell you, even without that, he's giving you time to get the fuck out of there.
I think they nod in recognition, and they also, I think, look at him a little closer, and I don't know what memories they got from Morgan, but I think it would be kind of similar of some really fucked up things that have been happening here, but then also some really beautiful memories of home. And they say, I miss home too. I'll help you find yours. And then they let him go.
Make an insight check before he leaves.
With advantage, because they're sharing memories right now.
I was about to give it, relax. Advantage, whatever.
That is a 22.
Oh, okay. All right. On an since you got a fucking good roll this time, Jesus Christ. On an insight of 22, you can't like see his like face, like because again he has the visors or whatever. He kind of looks at you blankly, like he's really trying hard not to like really give a fuck or like really like engage in this conversation because he kind of just wants to ignore what just happened. Because one, you just beat him on something, which is really fucking annoying. But two, like he's not really sure what he's honestly not really sure how to take what you just said. And I think the last thing he says, like as he like kind of like looks around at the spell or whatever, and he goes, "I didn't do it for you. The spell ends soon. You better go." And then the connection fades. I will say also on Insight 22, what he was doing earlier was he was looking behind you because the same way that you can see like his surroundings, he can see yours. So he was trying to figure out where you were and trying to do something about that. That's why he had the like. That's why he like initiated the connection again.
Yeah, originally Morgan was gonna be a little salty of like, if you really want to see where I'm at, let me bring you here, to really fucking show you. But then it turned into like, he's damaged. Let me fix it.
He's damaged. Oh, brother. Yeah. I'll give you, if you want to make a roll later, I will give you like a lot more. But I think for the sake of plot, we're gonna go ahead and move ahead to Mel and Io. With the slow, I won't even have you roll a stealth check. You are able to get out.
Cool.
Mel and Io. Hey girls, hey. You have Mel, you're gonna make an insight check on Bo. Varys, yeah. Go ahead and make an insight check. Io, is there anything you want to do before you guys leave since Mel has won the race?
No, I think Io's just still invisible, just kind of like hovering around Mel's like periphery, letting them do their thing, and then they're gonna hit the bricks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mel? Oh. On a 22 insight, Bo looks crazy because she just said something that has like rocked his worldview. Like he comes back over to you, and you see he gives like kind of almost like a like, you know how like when someone's like looking like and they just like feel crazy because they just like learned something like crazy, like they kind of have that like look in their eyes where they're not really here. He comes over to you and he kind of still has that like look in his eyes. He kind of nods to Varys, and she like tips her hat to him, but not to you. And she like goes back over to what she's doing. The crowds are kind of dispersing now. I mean, everybody's there was like a moment where everybody was like kind of like lifting you guys up and like being like, yeah. But they've kind of all like you still probably have like some fans that are kind of crowding around you and talking about like the return and stuff like that. But I would assume you would probably want to pull like Bo aside to like hear what he has to say. He comes over. Yeah, you can like go up like kind of like on like underneath the stands, you know, like or you can, you know, go behind one of the like watchtowers. I think Bo kind of like nods towards the stands. So you guys kind of go under there. And like he kind of tugs you a little bit too. and he goes, Varys told me how to contact the Cowboys. And I don't know if did I tell you guys last time what the information was? Because I thought
There was
I
like
said
a saloon or something they were having like a little like low key like party at that people were going to be able to go to party and meet the Cowboys and
yeah. So yeah, he tells you that there's an old abandoned crater town like not far from here. So it's like an old abandoned mining town basically. But that like there's still like, you know, some people there, and like one of the places there is, yeah, like I said, there's a shop run by a gnome called, let me give this guy a name real quick. Using AI, get the fuck out of my face. What happened to random fantasy name generator? I hate you people. This is why we should all die. Yeah. His name is Carl. Yeah. Carl Blart. No relation. No relation to Paul Blart Mall Cop. And they say that Carl runs like a shop or something in the crater town, and they give you a password. He gives you the password basically, that if you give that to him, there's a speakeasy underneath that the Cowboys will be at. It's a community like night basically. So they often host community nights where they like pay for everything basically. People can just come and, you know, bring what they can, but like if not nothing, they're welcome. Like drink, be merry, just like have a good time without the fear of like eclipse and everything else. And he says the Cowboys are going to be there. And this is the part where he kind of like says it in a very hushed tone. And he goes, "This is what Varys said to me. She said Core's going to be there because they're obsessed with finding this Larua or whatever they think it is, and Core thinks that they'll like the Larua, whoever this like person is who's been doing all of this damage, will be there." Okay, well, I've said it a couple times now, but I'll reiterate this. Oh, Mel is asking. Oh, well, Mel would know what that is, I think. It's it was mentioned to you guys when you met Dia and Oscar,
Yeah.
when you guys landed. Yeah. So, okay. Well, he goes, yeah, hold on. Let me check my notes real quick. What are you trying to ask? Sorry. Oh, okay. No, you're okay. Like, are you like trying to figure out like what it is, or like? Oh.
Like, it's a
Yeah, I
real
mean, like,
person, basically.
there's people who think it's a real person. That's why Oscar is like trying to find Core, because he thinks it's Core. But Core, like, you just learned that Core is not. Yeah, Core is not whatever the hell is going on with this. Yeah, there are a lot of spiritualists, like, and like people who are religious, or people who are just like superstitious are thinking it's a spirit. And then there are others who are more cynical and more like, uh down to earth that think it's like a person, and that's what Oscar thinks, and the Oscar thinks that person is Core. However, you just learned Core is looking for this person if it's a person, so you get the yeah, because like Larua has been helping like you guys a lot, or has been helping the Cowboys a lot. Like, they think it's a matter of time before they come and find the Cowboys. But like also you get the sense too, like this is a community party. So members of the community, anybody can show up if they want, and it's basically free. Um, so they think that this person, if it is a person, is high enough level, would have that information and know that there's this going on tonight, and perhaps would maybe try to contact them. Core isn't sure that they're going to be there. Like, Core doesn't have any like sort of like, notes or anything that were like, yeah, this person's going to be there. But Core like thinks like there's a possibility of them being there, which is why they're going to make a rare appearance at one of these and show up, basically. Yeah. No. It seems like Core like is not like, I wouldn't say that you get the sense that they like know exactly like they're gonna be there. It just Varys like kind of made it seem like they were searching for them and thought it would be a likely place for them to be. Yeah. Um, Io, real quick. Did you use your ring while you were here
Um,
to cast any of these spells? It was just invisibility, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was just an invisibility.
I
'cause all
thought
the
you cast
messages
something
are-
on Varys' ship.
I did one of my bardic things, which was the cutting words, and I think we've established that that's not
Okay.
through the ring. Yeah.
Okay, but then you did the invisibility like through your own power, not the ring.
No, it would have gone through the ring. It was too like in the moment, I think, for Io too. Because it was when like Ares was like shooting a gun in their direction, and so they like used one of their
Had to be quick.
like moon elf things, Misty Step, hit an invisibility, like hit the bricks kind of thing. It was too like impulsive, so they didn't
Okay.
do anything with it.
Okay. That's good. I just wanted to clarify if that was it.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to ask Bo anything else? Mel, are you guys ready to leave? Anything else you want to do? That's what Bo tells you, basically. Yeah, he like says, because it's tomorrow night. So he goes like, I know you got whatever this is. He kind of like points to like, because the tattoo that you got, I think, was on your back, isn't it? Yeah. He goes, I know that the Geds are kind of on your trail right now. But he goes like, I'll be there. So I can like bring back information to you if you want, or yeah. He goes, you hear him say that, like he hears you say that, and he kind of like looks around and he goes, maybe you shouldn't have raced with me today then. He kind of like waves you off a little bit and he's like, I wouldn't have died. Got no faith in me. I could have killed them if I wanted to. Not killed them, but you can see he's kind of joking. This man has never killed anyone in his life. He's getting a little bit too big for his britches right now. Yeah, whatever. And you see just as he like says that, someone like kind of like taps him on the shoulder and like asks him for an autograph. He kind of like, as he's doing it, he kind of looks over at you with like a little like cocky smile as he's like, "Here you go," and the little moon elf that he gives it back to goes, "Thank you." She gives like a very like shy smile and then like runs back over to like a group of like girls who are all like looking at it. The bunker, there's he can give you a communication device, I think. But you will probably, if you want to use it while you're with the bunker, and especially around Rune, you will have to make some checks. Give give me an animal handling check.
Nice.
God damn. Okay. You kind of like remember like kind of like what Taliesin like taught you and stuff like that. About like the establishing the connection and things. She kind of like taught you how she established it with you, and therefore now you're able to do it. You do it almost effortlessly. And again, this is the first time you've done it before. So like, I mean, nobody's around to be impressed for sure, but I think like Mel does get a sense of like, wow, that was easy when it definitely should not have been. It should have been much more difficult. So, but yeah, you establish a connection with one of Bo's bees, and you see like one of them. Yeah, they kind of do a little bee swap. They kind of like come like one of his like you guys reach out the bees, and they kind of like come together and like rub a little bit like on themselves, and then like kind of fly in the opposite direction. And he like looks at you. Yeah, he looks at you and he kind of like kind of flexes the hands made of bees, and like it falls. Your bee like falls into line like with all of the other ones and stuff like that. He like looks at you like crazy and he goes, "Where did you learn to do that?" Because your fancy new internship, I knew it. Why do you get? He goes, "Why do you get all the like fancy new stuff and whatever?" It's okay. It's been like that all our lives. You always got the new fancy stuff, and I always got your hand-me-downs. Yeah. Well, at least I'm not Luther Hobie. And he like laughs and like kind of tries to dap you up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so you do have a way now to message him or like contact him without necessarily triggering the arcane sensors. I can't say that Rune won't notice, but arcane sensors won't. Yeah, it's the same way. So, for example, like Rune might be able to notice. I would probably make him have him do a check, but like Kipo won't notice. Like his arcane sensors won't trigger from that because bees are like they're a very old type of magic, but it's almost like they're not magic. It's just part of their biology. It kind of gets blurred a little bit with the bees because it almost feels like they like themselves are the source of like a magic or something like that. Yeah. So yeah. 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 Moonrise, I guess we would call it.
Yeah, because we are on the dark side, aren't we? So it doesn't really like.
No. So what you guys a lot of times what the night side sees is like pretty much nothing. Like you do see a little bit of the shadow of like the like giant like the purple like brown dwarf like giant planet that like Puck like orbits. You do see a little bit of that just because it's so close. But like let's say like you're like if you were on the like you have like a sphere, right? And you were on the equator exactly on the other side of night side, dead ass wouldn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as you kind of go up and down the sphere, you get glimpses of the planet. Very rarely do you see the like other like the like red star that like it's kind of in a binary with almost, you know. So, yeah, that's kind of what you guys see. You don't really have anything. You do kind of have it's almost it you guys call it like I would say maybe like moonrise or something like that, but it's probably more like the rise of like how far the like purple giant like planet like comes into view and then comes back down, you know. Yeah. Cool.
I think once
Yeah.
Mel steps away, I will like fall in line with them and just be like walking alongside them. They're gonna like stay invisible, but you just hear a voice come from your side and just be like, "That was a good race."
Cole looks at you hella crazy and is like, "Are you seeing things? Who are you talking to?" Make a deception check.
I was just say, can I give advantage by just making some little like button noises?
I'll let you do that. Go ahead.
You get advantage on the roll. I'll like make some like buzzing noises.
Bo is too smart. He hears the little like bzz, 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 and he knows that it's like some person making that noise. And he reaches out and he like smacks you.
Smack smell or me?
Smacks you, Io. Because he heard your like little like bzz, 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 and he
Yeah.
knows it's artificial, so I think that's what he goes. He like smacks you like directly in the face.
I was gonna like go up behind him, give him a noogie on his head, and just be like, "Bo, you're in my big."
You get him in like a headlock or whatever, and you start doing that. And he's like, "Ugh! Fucking, why are you here again?" Just the way that a little kid like hates his older siblings, like friends and shit. somehow Emperor has returned. He goes, Io, actually, this will be new information for you. He goes, oh, I see. I mean, like, he's like, I've been hearing on the news that, like, you know, because you haven't been, and he kind of like points in the general direction of where you are, Io. He goes, I haven't seen you, like, the press haven't seen you in like a while, because you usually make these like public appearances pretty often, but ever since the gala, it's been kind of quiet. And he goes, of course, Eclipse hasn't really said much other than you're still recovering. But
Yeah, still recovering.
yeah. He goes,
And
I didn't know.
maybe let's be mindful of not pointing out the invisible person.
You get like kind of a grin on his face, and he goes, "Why? You on the run? You hiding?"
Of a sort.
He goes, "Interesting." Make an insight check, actually, Io. Trying to investigate.
How's it looking?
13.
Why is this shit always fucking wet? 13, you said?
Yeah.
You can't really win. Both us. Okay. Well, okay. Yes, I heard that. Thank you. You don't get much on a 13 from Bo, unfortunately. But it does kind of seem he's being very neutral about you. Like, there was a moment like with the noogie that he was like laughing and like kind of like the old times or whatever. But then you guys start talking about Eclipse and like just like everything else, and he gets very like quiet and like neutral.
Yeah. I think I'm noticing that Io just turns to Mel and is like, Mel, we should probably go. I think I've well overstayed my welcome here.
At that, he kind of smiles and he goes, "It's always like that, ain't it? Nothing ever normal." He nods and he goes, "I will. You know, stay safe. Don't be going nowhere that we can't find you, okay?" He like nods, he gives you one last hug. And kind of like as he's leaving, he kind of like smacks you over the head again. Tries to knock the cowboy hat off of you. Give me a sleight of hand. No, either give me a sleight of hand check or a deck save throw, and I'll roll for him too. We'll do opposed. It's a 6 on the die. You definitely. He goes to smack you the cowboy hat off. What do you do? Always worth trying. He goes, "This happened a couple times now." And he turns back around because some people call his name that he knows, like friends, and so he goes over and is talking with them. Yeah, how about we'll take like a 5-10 minute break as we all transition. I will say during this time, Mel and Io have picked up Hebe and Morgan.
Can I do one thing before we leave?
Sure.
Let me know how feasible this is of like in the time that like Mel was racing, Io kind of wanted to write a letter and like get it to Ares somehow without Ares like finding Io, basically. So like between like an invisibility and maybe like a mage hand, could they make that happen?
I will say depends on how long. I will say the letter needs to be no more than like
It's maybe a page, if that. Couple sentences max.
okay. Yeah, if it's a couple sentences max, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to need I'm gonna need both a persuasion check and like either an arcana or sleight of hand, whatever one you want to do.
Heard. Okay. So persuasion check and an art. You said what is it? Sorry.
You can do these in no particular order. I need a persuasion check, and then for the second check, it needs to be either an arcana or a sleight of hand.
Okay. Orcus. Okay. We'll do my persuasion first, and I think Io's going to use their last bardic on it too, if that's okay.
Yeah, what is it?
A 7.
Not bad. That's going to be 21 on the die plus another 6 is going to be a 27
The persuasion check?
for the persuasion check.
Okay. And then what's the other check?
I think we'll do. Can I do like a stealth instead of a sleight of hand, or is it a sleight of hand?
I mean, it's basically a check to see if you can get it in his pocket, in their pocket. So
In their pocket. Okay.
you can do stealth. I will allow that. However, like the DC will probably be higher because it's not like I don't know. You're not like sliding it. Like
I got you.
yeah.
I think I would prefer to do stealth. It's got a better modifier for Io. If we can. So I would like disregard the mage hand to try to like get it close to them.
Okay, if you want to disregard the mage hand, yes, the DC will be higher for stealth, but go ahead.
Okay. That's better. 22.
Okay.
Yeah, so 22 on a stealth to like slip it somewhere close by them, and then what was the persuasion? Like a 27?
Yeah, so the persuasion for me, like in my mind, I don't think Io would say anything. I think
No.
it would be more of when Ares finds it if they choose to give it to Core. I think that is
Yeah.
kind of what I was rolling for. So you succeed in both
That
of
was
those.
my understanding too.
You succeed in both of those rolls then. So the
Hell yeah.
letter will be given to Core.
Nice. I'll send you what it says.
Yeah, let me know so I can.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a break, guys. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
It's pissing time.
Yes.
Eddie Garden.
That's okay. Oh, it's just us. Hey, I miss you too. It's really overcooked, so it's fine. Yeah, I didn't want to go get like I was gonna make zuppa toscana today because I'm gonna need like something to bring to work tomorrow. But I didn't really have because I was planning like more of the stuff today. I didn't really have time to do that. So yeah, we are eating spaghetti then. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make it like after we're done. Like I'll make it for dinner. I just like didn't have the time because like I was planning this and then Karina and Josh were in the kitchen because they made a pizza to take with them for the barbecue. Yeah, she's been. This is funny as fuck. Karina has like a hyperfixation right now on some like Trader Joe's pizza, and so it's like you would love this actually. It's like the Trader Joe's pizza dough, and it's like a fig jam spread and some like fresh mozzarella, and then prosciutto and arugula. Yeah, she's been eating that shit for like at least like twice a week for the past like couple weeks. Yeah. Sorry, Sam, about earlier. I got your tone really surprised me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." No, that's fine. Um, yeah, no, and it was just like also like I don't know. I get like my nerves get a little shot when like I'm in the middle of like making something or like doing something, and then other people are like, "No, wait, this, and this," and I'm like, "Okay, hold on, wait." So it's all right. I texted you back. That I mean, yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know how to like say this, but oh well. Yeah. Okay. I figured. I was like, we clarified like what you were asking, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah. No, and I was like, I, Bo is someone who's like, I don't think he's very good at subtlety. So. Howdy. Thanks. It's overcooked. What can you do? Just so I don't starve. Actually, I'm gonna also go piss. Uh, You're probably getting nerves that are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on right now. Yeah. There were moments, but they were mainly tied to my nipple grafts because like the like sponges that they put in afterwards were like sutured in. So like any sort of thing that pulled at the sponges pulled at my nipples. But I don't because they didn't fully take them off your body. I don't know if you have the little sponges or not. Yeah. Oh my god, yippee. Yippee. Okay, you guys ready to go? Oh, no, wait, finish your thing.
I couldn't feel him at all.
Good God. Good God. Thank you, Jesus, for not for making me not have drains. Okay. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. You guys pull in to the garage. As you guys are coming up on the garage, you'll notice that the guards are still not back or are still not there anymore. So you are good to go. Just put in the like key card or pass key, and you're let back in. Do you guys say anything to each other as you meet up? Because you can definitely see the smoking in the background of the data center.
Morgan's just like covered in dirt and blood.
Phoebe.
We stopped to die. We tried.
Do you really think this one's particularly stealthy? Well, we made it out, didn't we?
I still invisible just goes, I'm glad y'all are okay.
Do we want so Morgan was the only one that Rick saw. Do we want to see if like we can keep it that way, or do we just all want to go in?
I mean, if we took the trouble to sneak out, we should probably try to sneak back in.
Do you tell Morgan that do you tell them that Rune saw you?
Yeah. I think they're like, hey, we weren't completely successful on sneaking out. Good news is Rune didn't see anyone except me. So
Okay. Do you guys want to cast Pass Without a Trace again? Do you want to make a group? If you don't do that, I mean, either way, if you do that, I'm gonna have you make a group stealth check so that it's just Morgan that he sees again.
well, can Morgan not? Stealth?
Oh, that's right.
And you have to be in range for it too, I think. So can
I mean,
Morgan?
I feel like we should still try to see if Morgan can sneak back in just so that Rune doesn't have a clear idea of when they got back.
What do you want to do? It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I think Morgan's willing to go in first and just distract Rune. So like, especially if the guards aren't there, they won't roll stealth or anything. They'll just walk in and see what's up with Rune. Because like the stuff that the loop that we did with the cameras is still up, right?
Mhm.
So like they wouldn't be able to see anyone walking down the hallways once you get
Yeah.
No.
I think Ghost / Hebe is actually going to come with you.
Oh really? Okay.
I think Io's also gonna come with you.
Because you're invisible.
Io got questions for that man too.
Okay. Okay. So you all just like walk in? Like, is this what's gonna happen?
I mean, the cameras are off, so it just seems like we all walk up to the door, don't we?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
can get in pretty easy. It's just like, do you still want Rune to see you? He's
Yeah.
already seen Morgan, so that's fine. Morgan can distract him while like
He is- You guys have the like cameras like looping still, but like he will know that like something's up if you all just like show up at his door because there are cameras on the security level. So he's gonna
Right.
look up and see that you guys weren't like coming near him. So I'm if you guys want
You
to do
told
that,
us
that's
that-
okay.
You told us that Rune saw you leave, right?
I think, yeah. So I
Okay.
think what Morgan would like to do is like, if Rune's still in the camera room, they would like to like try to go in to the camera room while everyone sneaks by, and then they can get back to the room, and then Morgan can fix the camera, or like a bee can fix the
Okay.
camera.
Got
And then
you.
we have
Yeah,
like
that
cross
works.
deniability, basically. That's true. That's true. We want to look at the file first. Yeah, I agree, actually.
Yeah.
So Morgan's coming in, distracting Rune, while you guys are gonna try and like go downstairs and maybe start looking through the tablet that you have. Okay.
Do you guys
Uh,
does Ghost and Morgan share that there's a tablet?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ghost probably said something along the lines of like, we were successful.
Option for you to pick.
Okay.
You want that one?
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you say something? Because I couldn't hear you.
Jay was talking to Juno. Juno, did you say something? We can't hear you.
Sorry, no, I didn't say.
Okay, it might have been background. Never mind.
Okay.
While we're
So
still in the spaceship, though, Io would like to cast non-detection on themselves, and they would like to not use the ring to do so.
let me bring up non-detection again. Just so I know what it does. Okay, so before you go back inside, you want to do that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna make my like check to do that, basically, because I think we said I need to do like the DC 15 survival check to see if it works.
Yes. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
And what was it you were casting?
Non-detection, but I don't think it's.
Can we give help?
Or well, I rolled a 9 for the survival check to try to like cast it. Can I spend a charge on my amplification ring to try again?
I'll allow that.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Using your resources. Okay.
16. And I think we said I had to beat a DC 15 survival check to be able to like cast without the ring.
You are correct, and you do pass. You win. You $200 pass go.
Yippee. Then I'm gonna do a non-detection on myself.
Okay. You do that. So that will keep you from Rune using any of his divination magic to try and perceive you or see what you're doing. So for the next 8 hours, I believe. And this will also keep Kibo away as well.
Hides me from divination magic, magical scrying sensors. Did we say it hides me from my ring as well? If I like cast it without using the ring?
Yes, I will allow that. I just do want to make like an important note to you that you didn't do that with your ring at the drag ship race. So
I know.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is totally fine. So yes, for the next 8 hours, you can do whatever magical shit that you want, basically. And we're not gonna, Kibo's not gonna come after you or anything like that.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys walk in, Morgan. You're gonna need like some sort of deception or performance check, while you start to ask Rune questions or do whatever you want to do.
So mine is to a performance or deception check. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous.
I also thought they were saying they rolled like a 2, and I was like, well, that's terrible.
Well, it's not quite a 2.
It's a little bit higher than a 2. It's a 6 on the die for a 4. I think you just walk in and start staring at Rune. Just... Yeah.
I think you walk in to one of the security rooms that he's in. Give me a perception check.
Perception's a 13.
Okay. You don't know what he was doing, but Rune looks up and like he's kneeling next to Kibo, who is charging, like on the charging pad, and like doing some sort of like magic on him. But he like looks up at you. He doesn't stop what he's doing, actually, so it doesn't look like he's trying to hide it. He just like looks up at you. Like do you just stand there staring, like blood dripping on the floor and shit?
A little bit. I think, yeah, they wait to see if, like, he has anything to say.
The only thing he says is, the infirmary is 1 level down.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure I'm away. Quick question. Why'd you let me go?
Make an insight check before I answer.
Yeah.
An 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
You get nothing from him as he answers your question. This is a man very carefully trained to not really give anything away. You get nothing in what he says, but he does say something. He does answer it. You say like, why did you let me go? He like looks at you. He kind of looks down for a second. Looks like he's thinking about something. And then like looks back up at you. And he just goes like very simply. He goes, "I knew. I knew if I was the one to tell you, huh?"
Oh, sorry. You go.
Yeah, you say knew what, and he goes, "I knew if I was the one to tell you, you'd never believe it. You had to find it out for yourself." And he points like downstairs, or he points like over to like the hallway where he assumes everybody else is walking in or doing whatever, because he rolled so terribly on that performance check.
So he knows we're all here.
Well, Morgan was rolling to do a distraction and got a
Right.
4.
Forward,
So,
yeah.
Do you know
uh,
who specifically is in the hallway, or does he just know that some of us are out there?
Yeah.
he knows some of you are. He doesn't know, like, if you want to do, you can. Since you rolled an insight, you have no idea what he knows.
Yeah.
Like, I want to give you guys like an actual answer, but because you didn't roll very well, I can't. So he just goes like, "What did you ask? Sorry, I can't hear you."
Did he roll a perception?
I didn't have him roll a perception because you rolled so poorly. So in my mind, what you were doing, you were coming in as a distraction to hide everybody else. And because you rolled so badly on that distraction, he knows, like, he can hear footsteps, or he knows that they're coming. Like, he doesn't know where exactly you guys are because he doesn't have the security cameras up because they're still rolling footage. But he knows that you're distracting him from everybody else coming in. Like, he knows that you're a distraction for whoever came with you. He doesn't know who came with you, but yeah. Does that make sense to you guys? Is that fair, or do you feel like he should not know that? Okay. I'm sorry. It seems like everybody's very confused right now, so I'm trying to like make that clear. Okay. So he says this is what he like his answer to you. He goes, "I knew. I knew if I was the one to tell you that you'd never believe it. So you had to find it out for yourself." And then he points downstairs, like while he's in the middle of like still doing something with Kibo, and he goes, "Whatever you," and he kind of like says "you" as if there's more than one person. He says, "Whatever you brought back, that's probably that will tell you what you want to know." So he's referring to the information that you got, or whatever you set out to go get. He's giving you a non-answer, basically, and telling you that you're not, whatever you hear from him, he doesn't think you're going to believe it. So he knew that you had to go out and find the answers for yourself. He doesn't look like he's going to attack you. He doesn't look like he's going to do anything about it right now. He genuinely looks like the chillest guy in the world. Like he knew exactly what was going to happen. Does Morgan want to do anything else?
I think they just are. They sit there for just a second. They keep staring. I think they say, like, I can tell where we stand, but I have no idea where you stand. I really don't want to trust you. And then I think they head down to the infirmary.
You say, "I really don't want to trust you." Is that like... He doesn't say anything to that. I think the only thing he probably says is he like nods and goes, I understand. You should probably stitch that up though. Probably gonna start hemorrhaging here in a little bit. And then he turns back around to Kibo. Sorry, I want to pause. I feel like that was a very high energy moment, and I feel like I got a little bit irritated because there was a lot of things happening and I didn't understand where the confusion was. Is everyone cool? Are we good? Do we know what's going on?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was like we were walking through the space and Rune saw us as well and we just kept going and Morgan was just like, or if it was like he just kind of had an inclination that we were around.
No, he did not, like, because you guys didn't, I'm assuming you didn't like walk right in front of the like open doorway. So what my assumption was, you were going to try and sneak back in and Morgan was going to try and distract it from any noises or anything. Kind of like how you did when you left. So no, Rune does not know who all specifically went. He does not know who all specifically came back. He's also not sure at this point where you went to. He has ideas, but he's not 100% sure. I'm sure the data center on the news soon, though, will give him an idea. So, yeah, that's okay. In the future, with those types of things, it becomes very overwhelming to me if everybody starts asking me questions. I understand we're on Discord, so that can't be helped sometimes, but give me a chance to go one by one between you guys, because I got bombarded with like 4 or 5 different questions, and I was like, wait, hold on. So, okay. You head down to the infirmary, Morgan. Everybody else, what are you doing? This next part, this is all up to you guys what you want to do now. I'm not gonna ask you anything. I will tell you there is a holo projector in the living room, and in some of the rooms if you want to plug in the tablet and start looking through it. But it's really up to you guys at this point. Rune is preoccupied.
I mean, yeah, I
What
want to
is-
get on that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I want to get on the tablet, honestly.
Yeah, same. I assume we'd all go back to Solara's room because that's where we're supposed to be.
Full on
And maybe throw it up on a TV in there.
Yeah. Solara, what are you doing whenever they come in? I caught a little bit of that, but it sounds like you're hanging out and everybody's just chilling basically. Is Grim still there? Is Grim still summoned with you?
Have any of
He's
us
like-
seen Grim?
You guys walk into Solara's room. Grim is like over your shoulder, like kind of just like looking, giving commentary and stuff like that. You guys walk in. Literally just on like Solara's like shoulder is just like a black hole. Like he's just like, it's a very like small like point in space where it's like black, and then it has like a whole bunch of like distortions around it. He doesn't really technically have eyes. But like he sees and he hears like anything else. And you guys walk in and Grim is like in the middle of being like,
Yeah, I think you should put it there. No, there. There, so it's like the star thing, you know?
Orion is probably like working out somewhere. There's like a gym, so he is not around because he does not wish to be around Grim. Yeah. Um, I think all of you would have like a base like knowledge that like Grim is a familiar. You don't like you guys have never seen a familiar probably. Like I think most of you, you've definitely seen a familiar. But familiars, I don't know if I've explained this. They are magic that has basically been outlawed. You're not allowed to have a familiar anymore. However, certain families or certain people get to have them because their magic was grandfathered in. So it isn't acceptable. It's like basically falls under the category of like ancestral like magic or something like that. Now you can make the argument about who that applies to, but because Solara is a princess, she is allowed to keep hers. And for some people, it was also better for them not to sever the familiar bond, because for like other reasons, like some familiars are like very endangered or almost extinct. Some familiars are like too powerful that if you do sever the bond, like they're not sure what will happen. Grim is has been part of a family of these black hole like some familiars that have served Solara's family for like years, hundreds of years at this point. So you would be very confused at first. But I think like I'm not sure if any of you would be like maybe alarmed. I mean, maybe Morgan would be whenever they come down, or perhaps you, Mel, because I don't think you've ever seen a familiar in real life. But Io, you've definitely seen familiars because you've like been around like rich
Yeah.
people. So
Are there other like black hole familiars? Like, would I recognize the like type? Would I have any
there's
familiarity with that?
they're very rare. So I doubt that you've seen one of those before. You've probably seen more of like there's like little fairies or little other like spirits, but black hole familiars are the only reason that Solara really has one is because she is the princess, because those types of familiars are basically outlawed because it's at the core what it is ether like based, it's singularity based magic, which is not really allowed. So yeah, you've never seen something like this before. I don't think would be like scared. You would probably be surprised or like it's something you've never seen before, but you would know exactly what it is. Mel and Hebe might like sit there and be like, what the fuck is it?
I think I'll just go like, oh, how cute. What's their name?
He goes, there. Sorry.
There.
Hold on 1 second. Hey.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you know I'm here.
No, I figured. I'm gonna close the door. You could with that. Okay. Sorry, they just returned from the barbecue. You see Grim goes, like, comes up to you very, like...
Io goes to, like, let him, like, sniff them. And maybe, like...
He almost tries to chomp you and, like, is, like, gripped backwards by Solara.
Oh, angry little guy, ain't you?
He go,
Guy. What is he calling Guy? I am.
and I'm trying to think of his full name. We didn't think of it. He has a very long string of titles.
Grimhelgen the 50,000th. The
Do I get the
insatiable
sense that
destroyer
he's
of
like
worlds.
a black hole? Like, is he giving that vibe?
Yes, you can tell he is a black hole.
Okay. I was gonna do like a little prestidigitation to like make a little like light appear around him, like kind of like little like stars and stuff appear around him.
Starts yanking at the chain harder.
I'm gonna kill him. They disrespected you and my family.
You have disrespected the line of like Grimm's family by calling
Oh,
them
I see.
by calling him a little guy.
I am not a little guy. I'm Grim Malkin, the 50,000th, the insatiable, the destroyer of worlds.
He starts listing off like 10 different titles.
I see. Very big guy. You're huge. You're a huge guy.
Don't patronize me. I will be here long. I will be here when you're dust, when the bones that you have in your body turn to dust, and when that dust is eaten by the last black hole.
You see, you kind of like done something to him where he's like kind of like he can't really speak, like he's muzzled in some way. He goes. um, okay, wow. Yeah, that was good. Fine. You know that like picture of like the girl who plays Leslie in Parks and Rec where she goes fine. That's exactly how he goes. He's just like
Fine.
and goes to like sit next to you and kind of like Oh, I didn't what was the command you said? He kind of like does that little thing where he like puffs out his chest at you and like sits like flutters on next to you and just like perches on your shoulder like this.
He is definitely so fucking fascinated by whatever is going on here. And she's like, is he alive?
He goes,
I have been alive since the creation of the atoms that made you and the star that birthed the molecules that you breathe.
Oh, I'm sure you're absolutely teeming with knowledge. You must have seen so many things.
Yes. Empires rise and fall. Wars fought in the name of old gods you've never even heard of. Long forgotten to history.
kind of gets a little existential. You just in the middle of his like monologue, you hear a crunch, and it's like Mel just like.
So what's his full name? What am I supposed to call him? Grimalkin?
57,000th.
Wait,
Io does like a really dramatic curtsy to them and just goes, "All right, Sir Grimalkin, till next time," and like goes to look at the tablet.
wait, the what of world? Sorry. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Morgan, do you want to do anything in the infirmary before you go down? Just patch yourself up, basically.
Yeah, I think they just find a bunch of random colored band-aids, stick them everywhere, and then
The the little medical droid like offers you some like stitches, and it's like.
I feel like when Morgan walks back in, Hebe's just gonna be like, "You know, I'm a talk to, right?
Are you Hebe again?
Oh, wait. That was a good question. Am I Hebe again?
Have you taken off your sunglasses?
Good question. I think Hebe will try to take back over. Do you think Ghost would let her just so that like Ghost doesn't have to try to interact with everybody and like pretend to be Hebe?
I think if you guys are working together, Ghost knows that they're the worst around like the party and the best when you need to like get some shit done. So I think they would begrudgingly allow you to take control again.
Okay. Yeah, so I will be Hebe again.
Okay. For now, then we'll forego the Constitution saving throws, unless you want to like forcibly take control back.
That makes sense.
Either one.
Works for me.
Okay. All right, we're all here. This is up to you guys at this point. The way that I have structured the topics that you downloaded, so you downloaded stuff on Rune, Oscar, and the Cowboys. I was going to structure it as a group investigation check. However, I'm also open to you guys if there's certain information that you do want to know. We can make maybe some individual checks. But yeah, Morgan comes in looking crazy. By the way, Solara. So.
Oh yeah. Have we debriefed like at all with Mel and Io or anybody?
You what?
Did we debrief like at all when you guys picked us up, or did we just kind of come back?
I think you guys, I didn't, for the sake of time, I didn't like have us roleplay that, but I feel like at this point you have debriefed, but if not, you guys can like talk a little bit more. Like I don't mind roleplaying it now. I just wanted to get in the bunker, like in this place. I want you to go through the tablet before we end today is all I have to say. Other than that, everything else you do is fine.
Okay. Do we want to just assume that we all shared pretty much everything with one another? Is there anything anyone would have kept back for any reason?
I don't think Io would have said much about their conversation with Ares, but they would have just let Mel do most of the talking in regards to what happened.
Okay.
I think
You
Oh, speaking of the Cowboys, I may have some information on them. I don't know what it is, but I asked for Stella, the big computer lady, to download it for me. She was quite nice, quite helpful.
Well, let's get to looking then.
Before this happens, Morgan, do you say anything about what happened with Finian?
I think similar to Io, they let me do all of the talking, and I don't think they mentioned anything with me.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I'm sure Hebe would say something about the data center debacle.
I'm sure you guys debrief Solara at least about and like Io and Mel what happened, how it went wrong, and yeah.
Oh, it went so right.
Refreshing. Okay. So you want to plug in the tablet? Get this shit up?
Get this shit up.
What do you want to look through first?
Yeah, and Oscar last.
I need all of you guys to make an investigation check then.
Can I give the help action to someone instead?
How do you do that?
Morgan don't want to know shit.
Yeah. I think they just like, point out names or things that pop up. Like, hey, what about this?
Who do you want to help?
Let's say Hebe.
I think Io will like cast Identify on this all as well.
What,
Just
What
as-
do you?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what does help do again?
Gives you advantage.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So you get advantage on the investigation check. Io, what did you say? Sorry.
I just want to use like the Identify spell on like the like tablet to see if that like just to basically give myself advantage on the roll if that's okay.
Look up Identify real quick, just again. I'm open to that. I just want to make sure it's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it says I can learn properties, charges, use of a magic item or spells affecting a creature or object. It's like the like shorthand one I have.
This is not a magic item though.
I see. I thought it worked on like
What is technology but a form of magic that we have harnessed as people?
Kiwi says that. That's so fucking funny. What did you roll?
I haven't rolled anything yet. I wanted to know before I rolled.
Okay. I guess since you have that non-detection up, I'll allow it.
Okay. The hell yeah. Still bad. It's an investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the future, this spell, it's supposed to be looking at what magic is affecting it and what those spells are. Or if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. So
You?
I will allow it for this one just because I liked the way that you put it. However, in the future, I don't know how much usefulness it's going to be since magic technology is like, you'll just learn like the engineer's name or how they engineered it.
That's okay. It didn't do much for us anyways.
Okay, sorry about that. Damn.
No, that's okay.
Okay, did you guys all put your investigation checks in there? 18, 15, 8.
Rip.
Okay, and Morgan didn't go, so. Okay. Yeah. So the way that just so you understand what's going on behind the scenes, the way that I've structured this is because you all got a group check, I'm kind of taking what I feel is the average, and then that is the tier of information that you will get out of this check. So just know, because you guys didn't get like, 2 of you didn't get like super high rolls, you will not get like all the information I had planned for you, but you will get like a decent amount. I will note too, just for people who want to give help actions in the future, if Morgan wants to continue to, that's fine, but you will, like if you had rolled a better one, I probably would have brought the average up. So those are just like some things to keep in mind when we're doing this specific situation mechanics wise right now. So not saying it was a bad idea. I'm just saying like, these are things to think about, depending on what you roll. So, okay. For the Cowboys, you guys are looking through. Mel, you find it first. So, basically, what this information is on the Cowboys, this is like Eclipse's information. The Cowboys here on Puck are called the NCC, or the Nightside Coalition of Cowboys. So that's kind of their like formal like organization name. But they're just called the Cowboys colloquially. There is currently an unknown amount of Cowboys on Puck, like in the organization, in the Puck's chapters of this organization. So it's a local organization of the Cowboys. But it is estimated to be well over 50,000 across the Nightside. And for reference, the population of the Nightside of Puck is about 4.2 billion. So Puck, even though it is a moon, it's a very big moon, probably around like much bigger, like probably like maybe two times the size of Earth. But because again the night side is really hard to survive in some points, it has about that many people. They are credited with acts of terrorism, so burning down factories, defacing high executives' homes, sponsoring the dangerous events, including drag ship racing, illegal parties, some would say even illegal drugs. That's up to you to decide if that's true or not. They are community-based, so in the past, they have helped with giving out free food, medical care, and advice to factory workers who have been hurt on the job and are not receiving any medical care from Eclipse. They do also partner often with local branches of the Church of Solaris, so they'll come to like churches to do stuff for community events. Although themselves they are not a religious organization, so they don't say that they're affiliated with Solaris per se, but they do partner with the church when it's doing charitable acts. You also learn that the movement here has inspired similar movements across the Federal Lunarian worlds. However, this is the biggest known like organized group of cowboys. So Puck is kind of leading that. Puck is also, I don't know if you guys remember, is supposed to be the capital of the FLW. So it is the biggest moon that they have in the Lunarian worlds. Oh. And it is the it's a center of like trade and commerce, and it's also a center of ideas. So there's a lot of different people on Puck. The cowboys also seem to have leaders. So there are public figureheads. So these include, there's kind of like three main people. There's someone named Enceladus, who is a moon elf. That's kind of like the biggest leader, or the biggest public figure of the NCC. So like think of any organization that has a public figurehead. That's the public figurehead of it. But so Enceladus, Gree is an owl Aarakocra, and he is generally thought to be the general, so the head of the cowboys when they are in like a militia type formation. And then you also have Aurelian, who is a plasmoid, and is thought to be kind of like their like spiritual like leader and also the medical leader. So kind of someone who is in charge of the combat medics, and the medics who are in the cowboys kind of takes over those medical care for those factory workers and stuff like that. And then also they also have a very strong connection with Solaris. So even though the organization itself is not religious, they do take that input from people who worship Solaris, and they are respectful of those who do, and respectful of the Goddix's, resources, temples, churches, whatever you want to call it. You also learn that Core is becoming a very big name in the organization and is thought to be helping with the tech that they are using, so weapons, the horses that cowboys ride, any sort of like guns, communications, anything that has to do with technology. They're kind of the one that's helping get them back up to speed. So it's not just people duct taping shit together and hoping it works. You actually have a corporate engineer on file. They're not technically one of the leaders, but they are becoming like a name that is used quite frequently in association with the cowboys. And the cowboys' values, they take after those who first settled the moon. So it's very community based, very much like the community survives. It's not just one person. And they host illegal recruiting events, including the one that you guys heard about, the little speakeasy. So with the roles that you guys got, that is all the information you get.
All right. So are we rolling separately for each category, or was it just like one overall roll?
Yeah, you're rolling separately for each topic. I will also at this point allow you guys, if you have. Sorry? Oh, okay. If you guys have any like specific individual ones you want to roll for the cowboys, I will allow this. However, I just like let's keep it to one like question per person so that we can get through everything. But I will take those now if you want to. Or if you don't, you don't have to.
Io just wants to know if it mentions about what time Core started like becoming a like when did their name really start like appearing in these records?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Yippee.
And I'll let you do investigation or history actually on this one.
Not 20.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wait, I have more questions.
On a nat 20, you're asking when?
Yeah, like around what time did Core start like becoming a figure in this?
Okay.
Like trying to gauge basically like when did they stop working with Eclipse and start doing this instead? Or did they ever like start what they were supposed to do with Eclipse?
Yeah, so you see their name really starts popping up like probably about 2 years ago. So it's been like 6 years. So you know that they worked for Eclipse probably for at least like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, so in a very short span of time, they have really grown to like be a leader in this organization and to understand these things. And I will say, because you got a nat 20, I will give you one piece of information that you guys would have gotten if the investigation check would have been higher. You find plans to release it's like a draft, but there is a story that Eclipse is planning to release, or one of their, one of the newspapers, one of the news outlets or whatever, asked them for like comments or information about the unauthorized magical use of the Cowboys, and specifically Core. And so kind of at this point, what has been going on with the Cowboys is they haven't had any documented cases of unauthorized magical use. I mean, they have with like obviously the tech and stuff like that. But it hasn't been so much and like so in their face that like the Geds have kind of let Eclipse and like the people who govern the lunar realm like handle it themselves. But there is a case now, for whatever reason. They don't go into detail about it yet, about the incident, but there was a like huge unauthorized use of magic that like very dangerous on a global scale, and they're planning to release it. And if they do, this is going to get the Geds involved. This is going to get the Arcane Hunters involved. This is going to be probably what is ending the Cowboys.
Who's trying to release it?
It is. So Eclipse is like telling it's like an email to like a newspaper or a news outlet, one of the really big ones, that's like saying, hey, we have this is a source of news. It's some reporter that's with Eclipse.
Okay.
There's no specific name that is attached to it, I guess I should say, but it's like they're reporting this to the authorities and they're also reporting it to the news.
Got you. So it's Eclipse has proof that they did a thing. And they're releasing that so the Geds get involved to start dealing with the Cowboys. Gotcha.
Yeah, you can see it's like a memo to like the Geds, and then there's like a similar one that's in more of a formal, vague language that's to a news outlet that's like, hey, here is like something that you might want to have the first scoop on. So, yeah. Anybody else? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Like I can hear, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear like parts of your sentences, but both you and Kaylee, like there's moments where like it cuts out in the middle. Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check. Okay. On modded 20, you do get the sense that the village that you and Bo are like with like live in and like kind of where that factory area is, it is scheduled for like extra security, extra like what's the word, tracking, sensors, spying, surveillance, whatever you want to call it, beefed up security, because you live in like kind of almost like a factory town, so most of, if not all of the people who live around you like work in one of the factories on the night side, so you get a sense through like some memos and like notes and stuff like that that they're beefing up security there, and it will probably just like make a tighter hold on like resources and stuff like that for your village. Yeah. All right. Everyone good? I know that was a lot. All right. Does anybody else have any final ones, or should we go to Rune? All right. Make your investigation check, or you can do a help action with Rune. Just let me know which either one you do.
Damn. Okay, that's what
Nice. Much better.
Okay. Damn.
Look, Morgan's too busy investigating the snacks right now.
They got some how you say blood loss. Okay, yay.
I think they like wipes him off and just like present it to him.
Give you that sloppy toppy.
They just keep
You
it.
feel almost like a vacuum cleaner. Just like every molecule that they can get off of your skin without like ripping something off, they like that shit's clean.
He eats blood.
Or eat anything.
Okay.
I am Grimalkin, the insatiable. What is not clicking for you people?
Oh, you meant that quite literally. Okay.
Yes.
He actually after he does that to Morgan, he turns to you, Hebe, and he starts like sniffing you very aggressively. Like he will not like Morgan holds out like something, so he gets distracted for a second, and he's like, but he comes back to you, and he's just like he's just on you.
Can I help you?
He doesn't answer you. He's just like sniffing very viciously. He doesn't hurt you or anything, but he's sniffing.
I think
He's sniffing.
Kiwi's gonna hold out. Yeah, I'm like, Kiwi's gonna just kind of hold out her hand super tentatively. She's definitely not like an animal. Really no.
You hear ghosts and like your mind's like little like mind palace or whatever. Be like, "Ew, get off me!" Tell her to get thing away from us.
Kiwi's just gonna take a couple steps back.
He follows you.
So Laura, you're. Okay.
They like Grim is now like a cat, like with like just like staring at you, like.
To Ghost in her head, Hebe's like, how do I make him stop looking at me? What?
We're gonna have to get crazy perfume.
Oh.
Ghost doesn't really have yeah, it doesn't really have a solution for you at the moment. I think they do get kind of mad at you and they go, "You didn't tell me there was a familiar here."
Well, I didn't know until just now, to be fair. Also,
They,
you've
like,
been
search-
inhabiting my body, so maybe you should pay more attention.
It's a fucking dump in here, and they kind of kick over like an imaginary filing cabinet in your in your mind.
Hebe just kind of shakes her head a little bit and is like, okay, so Rune next, right?
Yeah. You guys did such a great job with 319s that I will give you all of the information. So here is what you get. So you get surface level stuff at first. So Rune is a special agent of the Arcane Hunter Corps. One thing you should know about Arcane Hunters is that they are taken as children. So it's typically individuals who display great magical prowess as children. He is from a world in the Core Syndicate. So if you guys remember, the Core Syndicate is all of the worlds deep inside the core. Because they were all basically like, the way that I imagine the galaxy is like those civilizations kind of evolved first, and then kind of spread across the galaxy. Of course, you have ones who evolved, like, obviously on the worlds that you guys inhabit, but like typically we'll say like galactic civilization started there. Most of the worlds are like mega cities, so think like Coruscant from like Star Wars. Like, it is just straight like cyberpunk dystopia. Like, all of these worlds are like that. So there's a lot of like there's a lot of like crazy shit that goes on there. But he is from one of the worlds in the Core Syndicate. He has, his reputation precedes him. He has captured some of the most dangerous arcane criminals of the time. So you see some names like Scorch the Wicked, which was like a fire genasi sorcerer, Vethden, who was an elf warlock, and like the Solar Beards, which was an infamous pirate crew from the Stellar Empire. So he's taken in and reprimanded a lot of these really like highly, very dangerous arcane criminals. You also see that he's been photographed alongside very important people, including Solara's parents, Vogana. So Solara's parents when they were still alive, Vogana, Zephyr Darkhold, some leaders of like the tech unions, corporate CEOs, people. So OP1 core for real. Oh yeah.
Photographed with Oscar by chance? Or wait, no, he works for Oscar, never mind. So that kind of would make sense.
He doesn't, yeah, so he doesn't work for Oscar, but he does,
Oh.
he right now does, I guess, technically, because Vogana has put him in that situation. So the Arcane Hunters are, like, just as a refresher, they're kind of like the FBI of, like, the Geds. They're special agents. They are the most highly trained, skilled, like, they are born and bred to, like, take in. Yeah, sure. But they are field agents, so like they are born and bred to take down these incredibly dangerous arcane criminals. You do see too, kind of like in a correlation that interestingly enough, you get to a stage of being an arcane hunter where you get to kind of pick your own missions. Like, you're not assigned them anymore by the core. I mean, you are still at some points if you need to be, but like for the most part you can pick and choose what you want to do. And so when he got to that stage in his career, he would commonly pick missions where like the person that they were hunting or whatever turned out to be like falsely accused. So he was very much interested in like finding out who the real culprit was behind people who he didn't think were arcane criminals. So you also learn a little bit more about his power. So his magic is, he's a wizard, and he studied the hardest form of magic. So it's called like probability magic. So basically what that is like kind of like the working theory for probability magic is that everything in the universe can be described by a probability of it happening. which is why it's an extremely hard like a school of magic to master, because it's extremely hard to quantify chaos, because even with probabilities you are still at the mercy of like things going wrong. But if you master it, it can allow for extremely accurate future sight. So basically that has probably made him what he is today, is that he is able to see these different paths that come out before him, and he's able to see the different probabilities of each path. And if you're looking at the path with the, you know, the most probability of happening, you're able to figure out what the hell is going to happen before it happens. Because you guys all got 19s, here's a very interesting piece of information that you find. For a time, so Zephyr Darkhold is, like I said, he's the Archcleric of Aether's Church. To become that, he also had to go through the Clerical Academy. And so when he was during his time at the Academy, him and Rune were actually paired up as partners during a time where the Arcane Hunters and the Clerical Academy were kind of partnering up on some different missions and stuff like that, to give the clerics more field work and to give the Arcane Hunters who were in training at the time more work with people of like the faith and stuff like that. So their last mission together was in the Federal Lunarian Worlds, where they were with another Arcane Hunter, a human called CZ, so CEZE. And CZ was administered the death penalty during this mission by Rune for unauthorized magical use. Or not by Rune, but by one of the more senior Arcane Hunters there, because at this point in time, both Zephyr and Rune were apprentices in their like respective organizations. So she was administered the death penalty there by another more superior Arcane Hunter for unauthorized magical use, and it is said that the reason she was administered the death penalty was because she was aiding some of the wanted arcane criminals who had been terrorizing people, and that she went against direct orders not to heal one of them, and then was killed for it. So after that, that was their last mission together. An Arcane Hunter, someone told her not to because this was an arcane criminal, and she did. Yeah. So.
Does it say which arcane criminal it was?
It was probably if they give it, it's not someone that's like super important. It was probably actually no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, never mind. I was about to be like, it was Two Fingers. But it's some sort of, a lot of times, like when there are really dangerous arcane criminals, they kind of give them like almost like a title. And so I told you guys about like Scorch the Wicked or something. It's probably something like that. But you get the sense, if you want to dig deeper into that case, I'll allow you, that these arcane criminals are almost like precursors to like the Cowboys. I mean, I guess, okay, let me redact that, actually. You don't get the sense of that, but, like, it is like a criminal organization in the Lunarian worlds. So, yeah.
The one that the last mission they did was related to, like, the Lunarian world. Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah, it's, well, okay, let me clarify this before we move on. They're not, like, connected to Eclipse. They're not connected to, like, the Cowboys, and I shouldn't say necessarily, but it was a group of arcane criminals that was based in the Federal Lunarian worlds.
Yeah.
Okay. just so that makes sense. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys would like to look at for Rune?
Does it say what his current mission is? Like, what did Oscar hire him to do? And does he have any other orders? Like, not from Oscar?
Make an investigation check, and I will. If anyone wants to help, you can.
I'm gonna save mine because I have another question.
I'll give help.
Hell yeah. That is. I see. I guess like same point though. Like, what is like his directive and all of this?
Are there orders
Yeah.
outside of Ron telling him to work with Oscar?
Yeah, with an 18, I will say no. His orders come directly from the Arcane Hunter Corps, who is being like supervised or with like input from Vrogana. So his orders are plain and simple. They're to he has like maybe 2 or 3, but the first one is to protect you guys at all costs, protect you from each other and yourselves, so you can't die basically, and then he is supposed to work with Kibo in training like basically Kibo to become like an arcane hunter, or at least like start helping with part of his programming, because I remember if you guys remember, Kibo is a prototype, so he is the first like robotic form of an arcane hunter, so he is supposed to be technically Rune's apprentice and learning from him on this mission, but you get no sense of any other orders other than the ones that you can probably guess that he got, which is he's here to protect you. You're not allowed to do magic around him. He's supposed to like, restrain or like do whatever to stop you from those types of things. And you're not allowed to kill each other or kill yourself. Right. But officially, no, you do not see anything other than that.
Cool.
Hebe wants to. Oh, this is tough because I have two thoughts here. Hold on, I need to look at something really quickly.
Okay. While you're doing that, is everybody else okay on Rune, or do you also have questions you want to ask? Okay, if that's a no from most people, while you're asking that question, I'm going to go ahead and have all of you guys roll the investigation check. Not Hebe, you can figure out your question. Just because I know, Tucker, you're short on time and you want to be done. So.
I think I have my question. I just want to know
what's
if
up?
there's anything that ties Rune specifically to Ananis.
Oh, yeah, give me an investigation check. Or history check, actually.
Same modifier. Ooh, that is a modded 20.
Oh.
19 on the
Anything
die.
that next. You do find that he was part of the team of arcane hunters. He didn't lead it because at that point he wasn't old enough or wasn't like a supreme, like he wasn't like a high level agent, but he was part of the group that apprehended right? Apprehended. That, thank you. Apprehended the first. So when the cult was when you were younger and you were in it with your parents, and it got caught basically, and everybody was thrown into jail and doing whatever. He was part of the group that did that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's super interesting that he's never brought that up.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Oh no, Io. Okay. That's fair. Okay. You guys, we're gonna
I
go
was
on to
like,
Oscar.
actually, I fucking hate that man already. I don't really want to know anything else. Like, I would rather not know any of the atrocities that this man has committed.
I mean, you can step out if you need to. No judgment.
Yeah.
Io, do you step out or do you stay?
No, I think I will just like back away from like the tablet or whatever. I was gonna go fuck with Grim some more.
Okay.
It was on purpose.
Okay. You guys all rolled pretty well, so I'll give you most of the information that you will see on here. This is, I will say for reference, probably the most important one, and I'm so glad that we get to leave off on this one. Okay. So you start with surface level stuff. You get Oscar is the public figurehead for Eclipse Technologies. He has been the CEO. So think he is Jeff Bezos of Amazon. He has been the CEO for over 30 years at this point. You don't really find any information about like his family. Like it's very vague or like not known, like his parents or anything like that. He clearly doesn't have like a partner. He doesn't have children. He is an unknown human hybrid. So like I said, when you guys first met him, like he has kind of like red like marks just like all over his face. He looks like human except for those like parts of those things. So he's also from the Core Syndicate. And you see also an article kind of pulls up too, talking about, it's an interview with him about how he's hoping to find his successor, and seems to be searching for like the next head of Eclipse basically. So he seems very concerned with keeping things going. More of the like deeper information. He made the company what it is today. So Eclipse actually used to be at the bottom of the 5 top. So if you remember, there are 5 like mega corporations that basically run like a lot of the tech, or just a lot of the business in general in the galaxy. And Eclipse used to be at the bottom. It was losing a lot of ground in a lot of different areas in the galaxy. The Federal Lunarian Worlds remains like its stronghold, but it was losing a lot of influence in other parts of the galaxy. And he is also credited with, so he kind of, once he became CEO, he like kind of picked it up by the bootstraps, and got it to where it is today. He's also credited with being responsible for making the deal with the royal family of the Stellar Empire. So that deal that he was threatening Io to be upset for if they did not continue the deal or get the deal renewed. He is the one responsible for that. Who got the 21? Kaylee. Solara. You are looking through these things. You had the digital phantom thing, so it's safe to assume that you know a little bit about searching for things. I would assume it's also because you love books. You're good about looking things up. There was a moment last session where Stella copied over something that you didn't see because you were being very nice to her. You find a folder that is simply titled Research. You click it open. There is multiple files in the folder. A lot of them are encrypted to the point that I will just say this now, not even Mel could break, unless you get a nat 20. If you want to roll, you can, but they're really heavily encrypted. So yeah, you can try. Damn, that would have been really good though. Yeah. But I will say, so most of them are encrypted to the point that you can't break them, so you'll have to find someone else to do it. But there are some that appear to be like mistakenly unencrypted. Like he just like put them over. You kind of get a sense that what she copied over was something from his like personal like cloud drive. And so that's why a lot of it is very encrypted, because she copied it over without the password of the administrators like, you know, connections. And there is a memo There's two things that you get out of this. One, there's a memo that talks about what they're drilling for. And he mentions that it's a great source of arcane power. He's very vague. He doesn't say what it is, and he doesn't put that down in writing. Just so you get the sense he did that on purpose. But at the mention of this, Io, little like frost begins to like kind of crawl up and grow and bloom all over the like tattoo that's on your face. So Solara reads out like something like a great source of arcane power, and like your tattoo almost like physically reacts to like those words and stuff like that. It's not fatal. You don't feel any pain or anything from it. You do get does get a little chilly in the room.
A little chilly. Okay.
And then you click on another file, and it's video footage. You open it up. You hit play. It's dark for a little bit. It looks like it is just a room. You kind of fast forward a little bit because there's like 3 or 4. This is like about security footage of about 4 or 5 hours. So you fast forward to like an hour or two to where the lights flicker on. They flicker on. The room is white. It's sterile. Looks like a medical grade room. Someone is strapped to a chair. And as you this person like looks up and looks at the camera, it's Morgan, who is strapped to the chair. And you guys keep watching it. Dr. Blake comes in, that blue dragonborn that was in, I think, the second session. Very, like a high level chief of like medical practices. There's no audio to this, but you can see that Morgan looks tired. Morgan also looks younger. And they are in a like some sort of like medical dress or something like that. And she like starts like preparing like something and like starts injecting it into Morgan. And like you see that like at first it doesn't really do anything. There's some assistants around her. You notice too, like specifically an assistant who looks like he's like trying to like be a little bit more gentle with like Morgan than like Dr. Blake is. But she keeps upping a dosage. She keeps doing something like she's pumping like a liquid into them or something like that. And as the dosage starts going up and up and up, even though there's no sound on this video, you can see Morgan's mouth eventually starts open in like a screaming motion. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. That was copied over from his personal computer, by the way. So, yeah. Yeah. That is shown to everyone in the room. So sorry to Morgan to have to go through that in front of all of you. One of you guys can turn it off if you want, but you will see it, at least part of it.
I will definitely reach forward to shut it off. Like as soon as like Morgan starts screaming, like yeah, I and Mel both scramble to like shut that shit down.
He'd be just like, wait, what are you doing? Well, the video wasn't done yet. There could have been more information. Okay.
I think people's histories are their own.
That's okay.
You cut out.
Huh? What did you say? I didn't hear what you said, Kaylee. You see Ghost is chewing. Ghost is chewing at the bar of your enclosure in your mind. He'd be like, I put it back on.
Well,
Yeah, if you guys want to, you guys can make like an investigation check into it. But because there's no like real sound, you can't really tell what's happening. However, you do see like throughout the video that Dr. Blake, like the like vial or whatever, she holds up the measurements to the security camera to like show them like what CC, like how much she's upping the dose each time. You don't get any information from that label. But you do see that she's upping it like at first by like single CCs and then by like 5s, 10s, 15s.
Would I be able to roll a medicine check to see if I could recognize anything about it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to roll any type of check on it, you can.
I want to insight check Morgan if we want to do that.
Whatever you guys want to do on this, you are allowed to do.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
This was all the information I had for you today. So
I gotcha. It's not much.
Yeah.
Are you rolling anything in opposition to it?
no.
No, I don't think they have the capacity to try to hide anything right now. They're
Yeah.
very much trying to like hold their composure.
I think Io's insight check is straight up. It's going to be a 16. I have a good insight mod. Is just straight up like, do you remember this happening? Are you okay? Like, do we need to like hit the bricks? Like, are we hitting the bricks right now from whatever this is?
You like whatever snacks they were munching on have like their like knuckles are white holding the container, no longer munching. They are so still, so tense. They remember every instant of it, and it was not good. And they were not expecting to encounter this memory today. And after all of the shit that just happened, they are not handling it very well, I don't think.
So they do remember it. Like it
Yeah.
isn't something that was like forgotten and it's like, whoa, that happened to me. It's like something they actually okay.
You get the sense that like they've been running from this for a while.
Gotcha.
I think Io will just like grab your hand and just like hold it if Morgan lets them.
They don't make you move, but they don't move,
Yeah.
especially.
Like,
What else are you? Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do?
Do we get a level up?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? I will say it is because it is the anniversary of Willowwood, and because this is at least in my notes, it's the 10th. I guess it's technically the 11th. Because of the one shot, I will allow you guys to level up.
Yay.
Yippee! Yippee!
I know. I'm like, do I Kazi,
I sent you the letter that Io would have written for Core Kazi.
I saw it. Thank you. I will keep that in mind when I plan the next session.
Great.
do you want us to base our level ups on like the plot, so like what we think we would be leveling up in based on what our character has done, or more like just choose one?
If you can make it make sense in the plot, I think I would prefer that. But like if you don't, like you giving another level to Ghost, I would say probably won't technically really affect like that dynamic in game. Like
Right.
you're gonna see as we progress, like there is a progression of like what they can do and stuff, but that's not gonna be directly tied, I think, to your levels.
Okay, that makes sense. So if I do go for like another rogue level, it's more just like the body itself can do all the weird creepy
Yeah, it's not the like
creeping.
it's not the right. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Bye. I love you guys.
Be safe.
It's not that you are gonna give Ghost more power, it's that your body is becoming used to Ghost. So it's able to more freely. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I'm just here if you want it.
Oh my god. Can you deafen the background noise, Juno?
So I was deafened before.
Oh god. That's
I
okay.
can use Tucker's microphone. What?
Right. So I got for you guys. Anything else that you guys want to do?
In the campaign.
Okay. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns,
I
threats?
have a lot of questions. Where do you want me to start? I'm like, Hebe's gonna fucking get Rune next session. He literally
Oh, okay.
was part of the group of people that rescued her as a child, and he didn't think to fucking bring that up to her. She's pissed.
That's true. But I will say, has Rune like brought anything up to you first?
No, but I think Hebe like kind of thought that they were starting to build a little bit of rapport and is upset.
Yeah. No, and I think that's like very natural for Hebe to react that way. Like I find the way that you were playing Hebe with Rune very interesting, so I'd like to see where it goes next. Okay. Mm-hmm. How to find the mandate, right? Okay, let me make a note of that then. A question.
How to find the mandate? Question mark?
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Such an interesting relationship between Hebe and Rune. I will not lie, that is something I came up with on the spot, but I'm glad I did because that's very interesting.
I think Hebe is not used to connecting with other people on any level, and she is a little freaked out and doesn't know what to do with that feeling. And she's going to be a little bit crazy about it. Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little. We
Oh,
will.
that's good stuff.
Good session,
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I also just like want to check in again. I felt like, is everybody pretty tired, or like I just felt like this one was a lot more low energy, so I didn't know if I had. Well, I kind of figured because major reconstructive surgery.
It was intentional on my part, at least. I think.
Yeah, I think you also like you were
And like Io's character.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, if Io seemed like quiet and low energy, that is quiet, collected mood right now.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She was just mad chilling.
I feel like we were all kind of just like trying to get to the point of the jumping, basically. It was like, okay, we got to get back to the bunker, but we were all just kind of waiting for info to some extent.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the info delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say definitely if you guys took notes, look over those before next session because I think that will probably inform what you want to do next. sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to go study more.
No. Don't do that.
I have to make the information stick in my brain
Do you have a test coming up?
on Tuesday.
Mm.
And I have to know basically the same. Well, okay, this is just like part of what I have to know, but I have to know the same information about 7 different neurotransmitters, but be able to distinguish them from one another. So, like, including what the transport protein is to get them inside vesicles, and the proteins that reuptake them and terminate them, and everything, basically. So.
Great.
I love
Okay,
it.
perfect. Oh.
Strengthen my cantrips till I
Um.
I might. That is cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
Guys, what do you think I should take, another rogue or another cleric? I feel like I could make a case for either, but I want to know what everybody thinks.
What you did in this last session or two, like rogue makes more like rogue activities. So I feel like that makes more sense for like what skills you've been performing. But you've also been doing a lot of like behind the scenes, like slicing your body open.
Right. That's where I was.
And, like internal like clerical work as well.
Probably not to a huge extent. I think Ghost has also been in charge a lot more recently, so maybe to have developed.
Is the way you're running it like your levels and rogue is your ghost levels?
Not really. Okay. So when I was making Hebe, we considered having like a separate character sheet for Rogue or for Ghost, and that seemed like it would just be a huge pain in the ass. The body, and like they would have to have different stats and shit. So that's why I'm multi-classing. So technically, yes, like the Rogue stuff is coming from Ghost, but it's still Hebe's body. So, and I imagine now that Hebe's watching, like observing when she's not in control, she's kind of picking up some of the rogue skills, I would guess. Picking up.
Your body is learning, so I would think it transfers to Hebe as well. Even if she doesn't like really quite know the movements or how to twist her body is more familiar with it. So if she tried it, she would have an easier time.
Okay. Yeah, so I think rogue this time then. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, gang.
Yeah.
I think this is it. With the I Miss David Lynch shirt, so no, don't mess with her.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like, she's about it.
What's happening?
Assuming Katie is giving her outfit.
Oh, okay. I fuck with it. All right, besties. It's time.
No.
I know. I would rather not be studying, but
don't do it, bestie. It's just terrible.
Do I look okay? Do I look cool in like a girl way?
You look hot.
In like a weirdo girl
you
way?
look like a hot gay.
On it.
I think Io's going to take their first level in Paladin, maybe. I think things are brewing.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. We can.
Potentially. We'll see.
Yeah.
My hair looks a mess.
I think
Well,
like
it looks exactly, no, it,
All right, my dear friends.
All right, Jaya. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Meow. Meow.